All right, finally, here we go. What we gonna do? Okay. All right, here we go. We are live. Oh man, you know what it is. It's Cash Flow Nexus time. Time to give you the latest and greatest updates on crypto and XRP. So let's go ahead and send this link out to get everybody going. There we go. Let's see. All right, we got that all set and done. Good, we Gucci. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I know we got some people in. What's up, fam? What's up, Bert? How we doing this evening? What's up, Rough Rican? How we doing this evening? How y'all doing? It's all good. Y'all know it's always good over here. It's always good. Always good. But yeah, I appreciate you guys jumping on this live tonight. We are, we are doing some good things with XRP. We're holding support. So as long as we could hold some support, we're good. But we're about to get into these charts in a bit. Let me go ahead and pop this chart out. Let me see. Let me go ahead and jump onto the chart. But yeah, today's been pretty. You see here, we're holding this support level. So right now, I'm not even worried about XRP until we break this level. Until then, I'm still staying bullish until I see something happen. But we about to jump into detail in a bit. I just want to get everybody on here. I'm about to send the link out to Facebook, and then we could just start the party. So we will see. I do have a message today. Maybe the XRP community may hate me today, but we will see. But I appreciate the retweet, man. That's what's up. I appreciate that. Yeah, today's gonna be a pretty tough message to give because the Lord has pointed some stuff out to me in the XRP community that I need to address. What's up, Crawfish? How you doing, brother? So I will be covering that today because you could only warn people so many times before something happens. So I will say that. Let's see. We are live. I'm just sending out the link, so bear with me. Bam, right there. All right, sweet. All right, that link is out. We're good now. We're good to go. But how's everybody doing? If you're on this live stream, drop a rocket ship. You know what it is. Let's get bullish. We know that XRP's the best crypto asset out there, and it's about to take over the space. It's just only a matter of time before we do. This is just the warm up. This is just pre-game warm up. I'm gonna just say preseason. We're not even in the real season yet. That's where we're at. But yeah, XRP is about to, show some people some stuff by the end of this year, I believe. But we do need to hold here, and we are holding here so far, so that's what I like. But I want to address something that I've been noticing in the XRP community because it's very important, and I really don't care if I stomp on some toes tonight because I don't care about that. Everybody knows that this is a God-fearing channel. God always comes first here. But I need to address something within the XRP community that has been kind of disturbing because a lot of people have been very arrogant talking about God in a negative way or comparing God to XRP, saying XRP is God, and that's a big no-no. And I could call out names. I could call out names, but You guys, y'all keep playing with God, and y'all gotta see something ugly in this space. And I'm glad you're doing great, Rough Rican. I appreciate you, being here with me tonight. But I definitely want to address that the XRP community needs to stop comparing XRP to God. It's the second time that this has I've seen this. Uh, I actually, you know what? I don't even care if I called out somebody's name. The DIY investor, his channel, he said it first from what I've noticed. And then there's another channel that has said this as well called Run Something. I don't even know, but I don't know why people are getting so bold to say XRP is God. And even if you're just joking, that's not a way to joke about things. You don't need to be joking about God in a manner like that, or expressing God in a materialistic way. So I do want to address that, and this is the first warning I will say, because God has called me to do this and say this, because if they keep doing this type of stuff, disrespecting him, because God's not a God that will be mocked, first and foremost. If they keep doing this, they will have some type of punishment. So if they get this message tonight, or if they see this live stream tonight, y'all have been warned. So stop playing with the name of God, y'all, because I'm going to read a scripture. It talks about rebellious behavior, and I'm going to be reading, let's see, Ezekiel. I'm going to be coming out of Ezekiel 2, and I'm going to read on to wherever he has me to read, but I'll be starting with 3. And this is God speaking to Ezekiel. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, because Israel has been rebellious during this time, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus says the Lord God. And they, whether they will hear, or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall they know there has been a prophet among them. So I want to say this because I've been, like I said, it's going back to what I was saying about the XRP community. I don't know where this behavior has been coming from. I have, personally already told one person, to stop talking like that. Otherwise, God's going to deal with you. I just have to give the warning before destruction. So whatever happens, if they continue or if they listen, that's good if they listen. But if they don't, then I'm expecting some fireworks in the heavens. So I did want to say that. I had to keep this message simple today. It's just straight to the point. I don't want nothing happening to anybody. So it's better for people to be warned ahead of time and to, be checked early, and then, get caught up in some nonsense later. So that's the message that I have for today in that regard. XRP community, do better, because one bad apple could mess up everything. If y'all read, there's a story in the Bible that just because one guy on the boat was it wasn't in the right in God's eyes, God had to deal with everybody on the boat just because he was on that boat with them. So don't be the bad apple in the community where God has to deal with everybody. So I did want to say that. What's up Che, or I don't even know if I said your name right. But no, it's another boat story. Yeah, there's another boat story that I'm referring to, not Noah's Ark. But you guys, we can't be saying XRP is God in this community. That's stupid. Don't stop being stupid. So I do have to say that before we get started. As y'all know, I'm going to go ahead and get into the analysis. It's really simple. There's not much to really say about XRP. If you are a day trader, this is probably what you want to be looking at. The 15-minute chart. Price is consolidating, so this is actually a good sign for XRP to potentially move, higher if we have accumulation at this level, and I believe we will have accumulation here. I don't think we'll, break this zone, this red zone here. I think we will start moving higher in, towards the end of this week. Today is Tuesday. I believe by Thursday we should start seeing some upward movement and probably see this area again around 24 cents if we don't break this zone here. Looking at the chart, the thing is, when you see a consolidated market, you can't predict exactly where it's going to go based off just looking at it. You have to go based off when it finally breaks out of this consolidation phase. So like I said, consolidation is not the best. We got this, this fall here, and then now we're inside this area. And so now what we need a break at this level here. Well, that's not the best. Hold on, let me get rid of that. We need a break right in here. So where this green line is and this red line is at the top, we need a break up here to see prices move higher. So if we break here, expect prices to start moving upward like this. That's not a good arrow, but it is what it is. But if we break down, then we'll definitely see lower prices at 22 cents flat pretty much. So I am going to be watching that. I am cautious about this market right now as far as it holding this level, but I'm still positive that we will move higher. If y'all were on the live stream yesterday, y'all saw that we had this move, this drop to the downside. We hit this level of resistance, and I expected this market to start ranging. If you guys follow me on Twitter, y'all would have known that I said that the market's going to start ranging because we're at this level. So I'm not surprised with what's going on here. I'm just waiting for the bigger move. I'm waiting for the breakout, which is going to be right here for the good. If we're going to go bullish again, that'll take us to the 27-cent range once we break out of this consolidation phase, which is what I'm looking forward to. So there's nothing really big here just yet until we break this level. So I'm going to set my alerts at these levels here, and then that's when I'm going to make my move. Now, if we look at the clouds, let's go ahead and throw the clouds on and see what we got. If you look on the clouds, it's showing that we're in some major consolidation. If you see the green line ever inside the price or inside the candles like this, and it looks funky, it don't look good, that's the best way to know. Stay out of the market if you're going to trade for the long term. This is a consolidating market. Another thing that we need to notice here on the cloud, if we zoom in a little bit, let's go ahead. We do see that we had a bullish TK cross, which is cool. We need something like that right now, but it's a weak signal saying that it's underneath the clouds. It's still bearish. Also, we do have a little tiny Kumo, bullish Kumo forming. That's a cloud that's forming right here. We don't have the move just yet to the upside. Not yet, y'all. Not yet. So we do have the RCI. If we're looking at the RCI only, we do have the RCI. The main trend is dipping back below the 0, which is negative. So we do have the midterm trend, which is our purplish line here. It is above the 0 level, but that's not enough to sustain price to going higher. If we look at the hour, we need to check and see what's going on here. Let's see. So we're very bearish, very, very bearish. The blue and the green line are both underneath the 0 level. So just slightly above the -80 here with the midterm trend. So that's not a good sign there. Even though we have a bullish signal here, it's still not enough confirmation to go to the upside. We're not at a important resistance or a important support level either. So expect the market to range some more. If I zoom out on the hour, you could clearly see how the market's ranging here. If I take off the clouds, you could see once again how rangy this market is. So I'm not even going to predict this market yet. If I'm going to predict anything, I'm just going to trade in this range. And as far as looking at this range, we do have one thing that I do like that's supporting a bullish movement, but it's not enough. we have a dragonfly doji right here, which is this candle right here. So I do like that formation. It is a bullish signal, but you know, for price to even go higher at this current point, we need a break at this level here. If anything, I would probably let it be right here at a fractal breakout. Once we break this high, that's when I'll probably look to buy the market and go higher and, you know, take profit somewhere up here. So this is my analysis for the short term. Probably a short term buy here to the upside. I would have to stick with that. It's not going to be like a big percent. It's going to be like 2% gain right there, which is not like the best, but that's what I would go for in this short-term movement here. Just based off this price action right here that we have in this Dragonfly Doji. Stop loss would be down here for sure. Probably not that far because that's a little too deep for my taste. Probably, you know, underneath this wick on the previous candle to our Dragonfly Doji. So that's where I will put my stop loss. And if we do manage to break outside of here, then I'm taking it as long as I can. But first take profit will definitely be this red line, and then the second take profit, this green line. If we break outside here, well, hold as much as you can. Hold. Now, I'm going to break it down on the 4-hour chart. I want to see what the perspective or what the market's starting to look like here. If we look here on the 4-hour, we are starting to get a little bit bullish, or starting to, you know, get some strength in this bullish market. It's slowly happening, but it's not there just yet. So I'm anticipating a bullish move to the upside, possibly tonight, back up to this range just to see, and then a move back to the downside. Unless we get a bullish TK cross, then that's when I'll probably say, all right, market has a chance to going back up again. But I don't see that right now. Another thing that I see here that I like is the Kijun starting to flatten out. The Siku Span A is starting to roll over, and Siku Span B is flat right here on this cloud. So once we start to roll over a little bit more, that's when I'll start to get a little bit more bullish in this instance. I do want to get a bullish TK cross that'll really solidify us moving higher, or potentially moving higher once we break out of this range. And then we'll see, you know, XRP prices moving up to the upside. Another thing that I do see that's possible as well, all right, and this is what I would like to see. Since the market is completely out of equilibrium on the daily time frame, look how far the Kijun is away from price. Price does not like to be too far away from this blue line. We are exactly, let me see how many, let's see. We are exactly 18.70% away, you know, from the, you know, that's how far the market is from the Kijun. 18% away from the Kijun. So that's not a good sign as far as, you know, for the bears. That's not a good sign for bears. So this might be, the bulls actually might be able to take over here. This is actually probably the only chance bulls have to taking over this market, is right in here. So I will be watching this area very carefully the next coming days, especially, you know, towards the weekend. The weekend prices usually like to, you know, start jumping. We did have what's it called, Labor Day the other day, so that's something to also take into consideration as well. But we'll see how price, you know, starts moving. But let me go ahead and read some of y'all's comments. I want to see what y'all are thinking or talking about. You said, have you ever heard of the indicator awesome oscillator? I have never heard of the awesome oscillator. And if I ever, you know, check it out for myself, you know, then I'll give you some insight onto what I personally think about it. But I keep it simple. I just use the Ichimoku system in the RCI, and sometimes the ultimate oscillator, which is checking for divergence, but I don't use it, you know, I haven't been using the ultimate oscillator as much. But we will see how market, you know, starts going. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, brother? I appreciate you being on this live stream, bro. It's always a blessing to have you on here. But you guys, it's getting ready to start moving again. I'm gonna give it some time. I said, if you guys understand, yesterday's live stream, I said the 12th between the 11th and 12th, I expect the market to start making its move again. We got henka B. Y'all probably don't understand what I'm saying, but in Japanese trading or Ichimoku trading, henka B means day of change, and it's based off Ichimoku cycle numbers. So that's more, for advanced trading in Ichimoku. But Hinka B is going to be up between the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th for the market to start making its move to the upside or the downside. When it gets closer to this date, that's when I'll start looking for my actual trading opportunity. But until then, I'm not going to touch the market just yet, because if we do start to see price start to fail or start to move back up here, I'm going to anticipate the market probably pushing to the downside, probably back down to the 22-cent level. But that's only if we get up to this level around this date. Either that or the market will start to accelerate to the upside, which is very possible. But we'll see. We will see, because we know that the crypto market is very dangerous when it comes to these higher time frames. Breaking it down on the weekly chart, I do like something here. That this is what caught my eye off the weekly chart. And I'm going to say this because this goes with my analysis probably earlier in the last month, seeing this in wave position. So once we get an in wave from this position, and I'm actually going to draw that out for you guys. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Oh my goodness, here we go. There we go, right in here. So if we had a double in wave, and I could actually draw that out too for y'all. All right, let me go ahead and do that. And if we take this, clone it, then we'll have our first in wave was right in here. And then we already hit the targets at that point. So now we have a second in wave starting to form right in here. So let me go ahead and draw that up. All right, so right there, boom. This will take us up to these prices up in here. So that's what I'm trying to find, try to see what will happen up here. It should actually be right there. There we go. But that will take us to the 40-cent range, about the 39-cent range up in here. So this is what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that weekly candle to close. If we could close somewhat bullish, or where the price is currently at, this will give us, this will give the bulls some hope in the market moving, a little bit higher. So we need to sustain these lower prices for now. And once we sustain these prices, then we'll be good. But right now it's just a waiting game. So be watching the weekly time frame, and the once the weekly candle closes, definitely look for that. See how to anticipate what's going to happen next week. Also, be paying attention to the 1 hour and the 15-minute time frames right now, like for this current market that we're in, because we're in consolidation range, and once we break consolidation, that's when the market will decide whether they want to go either bullish or bearish. Now here, another thing that I must point out for XRP, we do have this bullish cloud starting to form on the weekly. So if we could hold here as support, because you see that we came back to test this fractal breakout right here. If you look to your left and then look back to your right, this is the same exact area that we're in. So once we manage to hold here, I'm expecting prices to go up again. That's just my thoughts according to the weekly time frame. So we are holding, a level. We are holding this level. And if you notice here on the weekly RCI, we're pretty good. The only thing that we really need for prices to start really going, and y'all could quote this and y'all could write this down, when this green line is back above the zero line on the weekly time frame, this green line, not I don't care about the blue line or the red line. I'm caring about this green line. Once this green line is back above this zero level, take definitely going to take a long position for a long time, because this is going to say that the market is strong to move to the upside, and it's going to be a long trend. Like if you look here, look at the last time it was above the zero, which was back in September 2018. So from this whole time since the green line's been underneath the zero level, look how long of a bear market that we had. Look how long this bear market. Actually, let me mark it up for you guys, show you where we actually started our, like, really got bearish for real. So about right here. This bear market lasted forever, it seems like. And you could have, if you had known about this RCI, you could have held this market from this point on all the way down to here. And still, the market is still bearish. It's finally starting to, look bullish in our favor once we get above here. Take that long-term move to the upside. You see, when we cross the green here, you see how long the market lasted, up until this part. And then when the market started to decline because of the midterm trend. But it was still a good move for the long move here. So once we get above this green line, that's when I'm going to start looking for some serious buying opportunity for the long hold. All right. So that's what I'm anticipating here on the weekly chart. I don't see nothing's too crazy here. I'm expecting the market to start moving up possibly Thursday. So just based off the weekly time frame. But we shall see, you guys. We shall see. But if you guys agree, let me know. Give me a thumbs up, man. Let me know. What's up, EK Mix That? I appreciate you being on here. And what's up, gotta be me 24? How you doing, man? I don't know if you're a woman or a man. I don't see your face on the icon, but I'm assuming you're a dude. But yeah, that's what I'm anticipating the market to do. I think we're gonna start moving up higher. So start if you can, invest. And this is not financial advice, but I would start accumulating some more where we're currently at if you can. And just remember that 10% consulting fee when you come to me. But that's what I see for XRP. It's very simple, straightforward. I do want to ask you guys, if y'all have any crypto requests, definitely request them now, because I am going to do your request today. So let me know. Any request, anybody? Let me see. What's up, Alex? How you doing, man? Need a lend analysis? Yeah, I got you with that lend analysis. I'm gonna do that next. Let me check these comments. What's up, Robert? How you doing? Let's see. Tezos, I got you on Tezos. So lend, Tezos, I got y'all with that. I was studying the RCI at the levels we are at now. So what you think about the RCI at the current levels, Anthony? I want to hear your thoughts on that. You said XRP, you said ZIL. Okay, I got y'all on that. So let me actually write these down. So we got Lind. We got Tezos. All right, we got, what else we got here? ZIL. Yeah, we got that. What else? You said, can I do quantum? What's the abbreviations for quantum? Then, if you give me the abbreviations, I can look it up. And thank you, Alex. I just saw that. I appreciate that tip, man. That's what's up. That super chat is appreciated, man. That's a blessing. I'll take it. I appreciate that 100%. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and check out Lind. If y'all still have requests, just drop it in the chat box, and I'll get to it in a second. But I'm going to take a look at Lind real quick and see what we got going on here. All right, so as expected, this market is going a little down. So let me see what, man, I need to change my colors because I had a black background. So actually now, since it's nighttime here, we're gonna go dark mode. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, we are at dark mode now, so we are good. All right, let's check this out. So I said that this was gonna start moving lower. It looks like it kind of did. Let me check. Nope, it hasn't moved down just yet. I still have this moving down, down to these regions. If it doesn't make it down to here, then it's gonna come down to at least right here and then make its move. So I'm gonna do this. Let me do that right there. All right, so this is gonna change, and we're gonna move it up to here. All right, so I still expect, you know, if we do get through this cloud, then this is where it's gonna go. So let me extend this bubble out. Right now, the market is just ranging. That's interesting. We did have some fight too. Now that I'm looking at it, so it's gonna be interesting how this market is going to fare in the next few days. Let's see the smaller time frame. Let's see. So we almost made it down in here. Okay, let's take a peek. So according to this 4-hour chart, I do see something here that I saw instantly as soon as I opened this chart up. Let me go ahead and do this. Sounds like somebody's getting in a car accident outside. And someone's trying to rev up their motorcycle too, so it threw me off a little bit. But I see a P wave right here, so this is actually interesting what's going to happen in this area. And it's funny because it's right underneath the cloud at an important section, so we actually might get that P wave breakout, so that's actually pretty interesting. Targets, now that I'm looking at it, if we're going to take this P wave, final target would be down in here for sure. So let me drag this on over. Right about in here. First take profits would be around these wicks, so somewhere in here, but it's definitely going to be in this range of this this right here, this market. Let me change my fractals because I need to check these fractals out. All right, so there we go. Fractals is set. We do got this P wave. I am interested in how this market is going to play according to that P wave. I'm actually going to move, you know, draw this P wave, keep this P wave on the lower chart and see what's going on. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so RCI is very bearish on the 4-hour. That's nothing very new at all, so I'm done with that. Looking here on the 1-hour time frame, let's take a peek what the market's looking like. Market is fighting for its life on the 1-hour time frame, so this is interesting. When it comes to a P wave is like a symmetrical triangle or any type of triangle formation. It's just what, you know, Japanese traders call it, but to them they call it, they say it's 50-50. Excuse me. Looking at the RCI, you know, it's fighting for its life. Like I said, it's trying to fight to get back up into the buying territory, but ultimately I believe that it's going to drop according to the, you know, looking at it. I don't think this is going to last much longer, and plus there's not enough momentum here. Now if we go to the 15-minute time frame, let's take a peek. I need to delete that. I can't even see my own chart right there. All right, there we go. So looking here at the 15 minutes, it's very bearish. We got the midterm trend and the long-term trend, the main trend underneath zero, and the signal lines coming down too. So it's only a matter of time before this price starts to drop. Whenever you get this type of wave, this P wave, this consolidation, let me go ahead and take this off. You see that the market, it gets weaker slowly, and then once we get to the tip of it, that's when it makes its move, and I'm still anticipating a downward drop to the downside. So, you know, if you guys are day traders on this, or any type of day trader at all, I would go for the the sell opportunity here. So make sure y'all, pay attention to that. And I'm going to actually draw a new arrow up on the 15-minute time frame coming to the downside here. This is as far as I think it would go. Now, the other targets that I was telling you guys about, I'm actually going to draw potential targets as well. So these blue areas are going to represent targets to watch out for if price does, drop here, down in here. But these are targets that I would look at. And then once we break both these targets, then we'll get in here. So the first target will be 49 cents to the downside. Second target will be 45 cents. And then the ultimate target will be between 41 and 42 cents down in here. So we got 4 targets to look out for that I see potentially happening. So that's what I see with Lind. Alex, I hope you enjoyed this analysis with Lind. It doesn't look too bad as far as overall the main trend. Like if we could look at the daily and the weekly, daily, this thing is still bullish daily. Like eventually we're gonna go this way once we bounce off this cloud level, and then we'll see prices start to move up this way, my opinion. But down in here, that's where I will start buying again. But right now, for the short term, we're going to move to the downside. Even the weekly looks pretty good. Like, hey, look at that. That thing's gorgeous. You don't see this too often. But I'm expecting the market to start moving up again in the long term. But we will, see how everything plays out. So the next one, crypto asset that y'all want me to analyze, I'm going to check out Tezos. So let me go ahead and write y'all down because I don't want to forget nobody's request. So let's see. What's up, Action Jackson? How we doing, bruh? You said quantum, so quantum is okay. Let me write down quantum. Got it. Ethereum is looking the same. Got you. I'm gonna have to watch out for Ethereum because Ethereum is doing the same thing. I have checked that out. What's up, Edgar? How you doing, man? All's well over here on my end. How's your end doing? And let's see, Uma. All right, I'm gonna put that on the list too. Let's see. Yeah, you did miss the XRP analysis. I was saying that XRP should, if XRP holds the rest of this week, towards the end of this week, by Thursday we should see some upward momentum. But to drop down to 21 cents, I don't know. Right now, it seems like it's holding pretty fairly at the, it's holding pretty fair at the, the lower, on the lower time frames. So we will see. But right now, I'm still gonna go bullish on XRP just for the short term. It's not gonna be long, but once we break out the 24-cent range on XRP, that's when I think price will start exploding again to the 27-cent range, and then we'll see a test at maybe the 30 level again. So we will see on XRP. XRP is very interesting right now. Let me check out. What am I trying to check out? Okay, so the next one, Tezos. I'm gonna check out Tezos. After Tezos, I'm gonna check out Zill, and then we'll get into the other ones like Quantum and Uma. So Tezos, where are you at, Tezos? I forget. Sometimes I forget the. Here it is. I forget the abbreviation for Tezos because it's not. It doesn't start with the T. So I was just like, what is it? All right. So here we are on Tezos. All right. It's funny because I used to analyze Tezos a lot back then. So Tezos actually fell as I thought it would. It broke through this barrier, this zone. So now we're way down here. So now we need to actually zone this new area up. Let's go ahead and do that. Actually, I don't even know if I like that as a zone. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead right about there. Okay, so this is the zone that I'm going to play with here. Let's see. It doesn't look too bad. Let me mark this on the lower time frames too. Okay, so I'm not gonna put it on the 4 hour. I'm just gonna keep it on the hour time frame. So let's take a look at this. So here we never broke that level, so that's good. So here we're actually in a TK zone, which is what I like. Let me go ahead and remove that. What I like here, and I'm actually gonna draw this up. Let me see if I want to draw that like that, or do I want to? Yeah, I'm gonna draw that. So here, this is what I'm seeing. Let me go ahead and do that. Mark this yellow. So this market is very interesting right now. It's not, it's not terrible for Tezos to recover as far as moving higher. I'm going to do this right here because this is the range that Tezos is playing in. You notice here, if we zoom in, Tezos fails to break below this level at $2.42. So this could be a good accumulation level to start buying in some more. If you notice, it only goes through a wick. It never, the body of the candle never actually closes below $2.42. So that's something that I noticed here. So that's why I marked this level off. But if you really pay attention, if price does manage to come down to this level again, definitely, accumulate some price, Tezos at this price at $2.42. And then that's when you can start taking the trade or the investment up to the upside. If you're a long-term holder, this, then what I'm saying doesn't matter. But if you are a day trader, then you definitely might want to, look to start buying around this area. If you are an investor, maybe you want to start, buying here. But long term, we know Tezos is going to be a pretty fair project that's going to do pretty well. Looking here on the 15-minute chart, it's just like XRP's in a consolidation phase. So what I'll do, I'll take off the clouds, and then you could see a little bit better. So you see the candles came underneath here on the 15-minute chart. Those are just wicks on the higher time frame that happened. So here, let's take a peek at what's going on here. So on the 15-minute RCI, Tezos is trying to go bullish here. So we may see some moves to the upside, at least up to here. Yeah, at least 6% move. That's, probably in this range. First TP would be like right in here, and I'm actually going to change that color to blue. Second TP, or first TP, is actually going to be right here, and then second TP, and then third take profit level will be up here. So that's what I see for the 15-minute time frame. Looking at it on the hour, let's take a look. It's trying to fight to get bullish here. It is actually bullish. Actually, this is actually a good sign to, buy currently. The signal line and the main trend went up. The only thing that sucks here is the midterm trend is, underneath zero. But if this main trend is breaking above the zero level, and with the main trend, the signal and the main trend are moving up together, that's a good sign to start buying at this price currently. So this market, I'm anticipating probably a move to the upside for Tezos. Not a big move, but at least 6%. If not 6%, probably at least down in here at 4%. The least is like 2%, but this will be the overall move up here. If we fail to, break higher, then we expect the price to start dropping lower. But I'm expecting this market to start moving up here to see higher prices. Let's take a peek at the 4 hour again. 4 hour. Let's take a look at it. 4 hour, the RCI sucks, but the midterm trend is making its way to the upside. So that's showing us that we are having some momentum on the lower time frames in a bullish move. So I do see that. Higher time frame, daily, once again, we are holding this level as support. So that's a good sign for the market to potentially move higher. And last but not least, I'll check out the weekly. Let's see. Let me throw on the clouds real quick. So You know what? And if anybody is like, to my students that are watching this, this is actually a good opportunity for y'all to wait for the next week. If y'all day trade, Tezos on a crypto exchange, this is where I would look for the Kumo bounce to happen. A Kumo bounce is simply price just bouncing off the cloud, then moving up higher. As you see here, the cloud acts pretty well as a support level, and I'll show you back in here. The cloud acted as a support back in here, and you see price bounced hard, really hard from here. From that bounce, from that initial move, it made at least 146% jump from that bounce. So the next bounce should be pretty good. We had a Kijun bounce here before we declined, but right here, this is where I'm looking for the market to make its move again. So I would wait for that weekly candle to close and then see how the market responds next week, probably beginning Monday night, Sunday night, maybe even Tuesday. We'll see the market start to push higher if we establish, dominance right here. So overall, I'm getting bullish again on Tezos. This is probably the last chance to get to buy at these prices. So I'm going to mark this level here to start moving up on Tezos. Now targets, I'm not going to say a target just yet for Tezos, but I am going to say it's going to go up. Especially these markets are very unpredictable these days, but I do believe that it'll start getting back at least up into the $3.29 range, up to the $4.44 range. So I'm expecting the long term at least getting up to here. So we will see that, at least in my opinion. And if we continue to this move here, so let me show y'all this picture. So let's go ahead and do this. If we continue this upward movement here, you see how price is holding here. Let me zoom in. Price is holding this level as a support. If you notice, this trend line as well has been acting as a good level of support. It bounced off the trend line, came back, tested, came back up again, tested here, came back up, tested again. So I believe we're going to have another move to the upside on Tezos in the next week or so. For sure, next week I think we'll start moving to the upside again. Looking here, let's see. There is a small N wave or N wave formation. If I could draw this out. So I don't like drawing N waves too much on the higher time frames. They take a while. And then that move back up. So you see, you had an N wave here. Then we have an ugly N wave here. Right there. So we had this impulsive move. And honestly, that I would even consider that an N wave. This would be more like an S wave, which is very rare to see. So this is more like an S wave than an N wave, in my opinion. A S wave is similar to an N wave, except for it doesn't really, go higher than this. It's just the angle of it. It looks sideways, like a sideways N that's lopsided. It's very hard to spot these, but when you do, they're very rare and they're very hard to identify. So this looks like a S wave trying to make its move up. So that's what I see for Tezos. So I am done with Tezos. Let's see. Let's see. Robert, I missed what you were saying. What's a good take profit for which one? For Tezos? For Tezos, are you day trading Tezos? Let me see. What's up, TX86? How you doing? This is my first time seeing you on this live stream, or a live stream, so I appreciate seeing you. This is Pete. Oh, what's up, Pete? Okay, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you being on here, bro. I appreciate that a lot. Let's see. You said Harry C. What's up, Harry? This is my first time seeing you on here. You said XRP to 22.5 soon. What do you think of blockchain backers call? He's pretty accurate. I haven't seen what he called. I would have to look what he called. I can't say as far as going down to 22 cent and a half. I would have to checkouts. I don't think it's gonna go down that far. I think it could get close, but I don't think it's gonna go down that far to 22 cent and a half for XRP. Let's see. Cash, do you know anything about the people that are holding XRP will receive Spark tokens on? So I was talking about that the other day. I'm not sure how I feel about the Spark tokens yet, because what I hear, you have to send in your XRP to receive Spark tokens. Am I correct? Because if that's the case, I don't like that idea. Because what if something goes wrong and you lose your XRP? So I don't like the idea of Spark tokens. It just sounds very enticing to me, but it just sounds like something will go wrong with that. That's just what it sounds like to me. But I'm not interested in Spark tokens. That's just my opinion on it. Now you could probably test it with like sending in 1 XRP and see what happens, but it's better to lose just 1 than like 1,000. That's just my idea. So you said you have to send your keys. Okay, so that, because there's so much information that is going around about that, because the way you're explaining it, it sounds much better than what I was told. And that's why I said, I'm not, if something like, if you have to send in XRP to do that, I'm not interested. But since you're saying you have to send in your keys to do that, then that makes more sense. But I'm actually glad that you clarified that for me, because I was not looking at that at all. And to answer your question on the Tezos, you said, yeah, I would take profit. Third take profit would be that 280 level for sure. To answer your question, you have to have it in your wallet, Ledger, Nano, or so. Okay, so if that's the case, then that's not too bad. But I don't know, man. I don't know. This just sounds interesting. Like, it sounds weird to do all that extra just to receive your Spark tokens. But have you got your Spark tokens yet? If you have got it, I might be more confident to do so. But other than that, I'm not sure yet. So if you have your Spark tokens, let me know, because I have not seen nobody show off their Spark tokens just yet. That's just what I've noticed. But I'm gonna go to the next one. Let's go ahead and zill it. Where we at? I do know I have this one on here somewhere. I have to have this one. Here it is, right here. So right now, this is actually doing the same thing that Tezos is doing. And I said this before, which is why I don't really want to look at this chart, but I'm going to look at it anyway just because someone recommended it. But the reason why I'm going to say this is going to go up, I don't have to do too much analysis here. The reason why I'm going to hold this as a bullish move, not only because it's holding as support right here. We have this bullish cloud that's starting to form. Chiku span is, it's not in the best spot, but the market's in a consolidation phase right now. So I would wait for the weekly candle to close, which will be in 4 days and 23 hours. Once this candle closes, then I'll look for a bullish position next week. So wait to watch how this candle closes, and then start looking for a trading or a buying opportunity in this market. Now, I'm not saying that the market could explode back to the upside real quick, but right now it looks like the market is, just relaxing right now. It doesn't look like it wants to explode just yet. It looks like it just wants to consolidate some more. If you look at this, it's just moving sideways. So that's a good sign right there. This market is bullish. The green line on the weekly chart is very bullish. It's above. So once this red line crosses above the green line here on the weekly, it's game on. You better have a buying position once it crosses that red line. Once it crosses the red line crosses the green line. So that's just got a signal go at that point. Now looking here on the looking here on the daily chart, the last time I looked at it was in this box up here. I'm pretty sure I said it was gonna go to the downside, if I remember correctly. Let me go to the smaller chart real quick, see what's going on. Yeah, see, I said it's gonna come down here. Well, it went further with, I didn't think this far, so you see it did come down pretty close if you look at the candles, but it came down like I said it would. Right now the market's, getting back into equilibrium. You see that we had a bullish TK cross here. So the market's going to range sideways and then make its move. But I'm still going to say, lean towards the bullish side on this one. Let me see what's going on the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour. Once we break this blue line and we get a bullish TK cross, I would take this all the way up and take that up back to up this level is. So way up here. And it looks like it's trying to form a cup. Let me go ahead and, erase this so y'all can see it. From what it looks like it's trying to form a cup. Here's my tool for that. Here it is. It's kind of hard drawing these on here without the, there we go. So it looks like it's forming something like this. Y'all see that cup formation? So this is what I see here. So I see this cup-like formation moving down to the side. And if you look back, we zoom out, we got the smiley face going on, the smiley face action going on. So let me go ahead and draw my smiley face. He's got the smiley face pattern going on here. You got one eye bigger than the other. Looking crazy, but yeah, we got the smiley face pattern going on here, the cup formation. So once we, get a bounce here, looking crazy right there. So once we get the, this going on, this bounce here at the, let's see, 1 cent level, 1.5 cents, then we'll see prices start making its way back up. Let's zoom in. I think it's going to range a little bit and then take a bounce to the upside. So that's what I'm seeing for this market. It could range a little bit longer than what I'm anticipating. But right now, I have this market long term eventually getting back up to here. Getting back, actually, no, way higher than that. Getting back up to here. At least up to here. And that would be a 47% return right there. So that's what I see for this market. So that's what I see. That nothing too much to that. Let's see. So let's see. Let me read these comments because y'all commenting pretty fast now. Oh yeah, y'all are commenting really fast now. Let me go back a little bit. Remember, he who holds the keys is the owner. It's like the bank. Yeah. Deposit to the bank and they own it. I think in the airdrop on December for, okay, so you saw uphold. Okay, cool. So Spark December 12th, that's when they're going to start distributing it. Okay. So nobody actually has a Spark token just yet. Okay. From what you're saying. And what's up, usual suspect? This is my first time seeing your name on my live stream, so I appreciate you being here. God bless you. I hope you are enjoying yourself on this live stream. So I appreciate you being here and all. Let's take a look. Reading down. All right, so okay, that sounds about right. So nobody actually has their Spark tokens just yet. It's until December 12th from what I'm reading on y'all's chat. So that's not too bad. So I'm done with Lynn. I'm done with Tezos. Okay, now I'm gonna try to find Quantum. So hopefully we have a chart for Quantum. If not, I'm sorry, because sometimes TradingView does not have an updated market. Okay, so we might have it. Okay, yeah, we have it. Yeah, we have it. So I'm gonna check it on Binance, see what's going on with this one. This is actually my first time looking at this one, so I'm actually have to have it on my watch list. So I appreciate that. Now it's on the watch list. We're good. Okay, so looking at this, man, let me actually look at the clouds too. So, ooh, this is actually a tough one to call right now. Let me see, because we're at a desperate place with the cloud. Okay, so it's actually almost do or die with this one right now. I'm not saying die as in it's gonna fail. I'm saying die as in gonna drop. Let's see. All right, so definitely marking that level right there. Price is very far away from the Kijun, so that's a good sign to get some sort of pullback. But just how far will that pullback be? I don't know. So I'm gonna actually mark this on the daily. I mean on the smaller charts. Okay, that's already marked. Actually gotta keep this on the 4-hour too. So if we go down to the 4-hour chart, we'll see, what the market's looking like here. This is actually not, too good from what I'm seeing for quantum. You got this thick cloud here that's, very bearish. We are in a TK zone, so that's a good sign. But, for how long are we going to hold, or how long are we going to, stay like this? Because that's a pretty thick cloud too. It's not looking like it's going to get weaker either. So that's why I'm concerned here. RCI is also saying we're very bearish. Green line is under these -80, so that's not a good sign. And then also the midterm line is underneath the 0. The only thing you got going for it kind of is the, not even that. So I don't like it as far as it, I think this is going to go lower. Let me confirm here. Let's see. Yeah, see here, even on, I have this market coming down again. So even here on the 1-hour time frame, you see that the the main trend is underneath the 0 level, and then you got the midterm trend underneath 0 as well, closer to -80 here. Once this signal line crosses beneath the +80 level, that's when I think this market is going to come down. That'd be crazy if it came down in the next few hours, because that's what it looks like it wants to do. So I'm gonna actually have it coming down to here to test here. So I'm gonna say it's gonna come down to $2.10 for at least a -10% drop. How it responds here, that's gonna be up to the market. But if it holds above this red zone, then we're Gucci. But I still have this coming down at least another 10, at least, let me see, let me measure this out. Between a good 5 to 10% drop. Yeah, 5 to 10% drop in this market. So once that happens, if we do break this red zone, I'm going to look at the 4-hour, or no, the daily again, and confirm where I think it could go. If it drops below this zone, I'm going to show you some targets to the downside. This would definitely be a target right in here. Man, let me actually look at this real quick. Let me see. Give me a moment to analyze this deeper. There's going to be some confusion going on on this chart. So definitely right here, if we look back in the past, let's go right about here. This would be a good target to watch for. Another area we should watch out for would be right in here. So this is probably these two areas of take profit that you could look at. So take profit one would be $1.98, so close to $2, so around that area. And then the next target, if it gets past that, another place, actually move that a little bit higher, about right in here. So another target will be around the $1.59 area for this market to drop to. But first things first, we have to hold. You know, this is only going to confirm to the downside unless it does a hold here. But looking at it, we're at a vital place right now. And let me see what that. Even the daily's getting bad. So I'm gonna have this market dropping for quite a bit for a quantum. I don't know how old the project is, but it doesn't look too good. Weekly time frame, it is, it is bullish here on the weekly. Man, this is a tough one. I still have this thing coming down, right here, at least $1.98, and this will confirm it too. This is a fractal, so once it gets back to the fractal, around $2. So around $2 is where I think the market will drop according to the weekly. So actually, let me change that. We're gonna drop down to at least $2, which is going to give us about a, how much here? Yeah, around 10% drop, like I was saying. So I'm still sticking with that bias, where the price is currently at now. So yeah, about this is where I'm seeing the price drop into. $2 to $1.98 range. That's where I'm looking for the market to go. And then once it gets there, then probably see the market make a bounce back to the upside. But right now I have this market still dropping. So that's what I see with quantum. So I got that marked off. He have been bullish even in the bear market. What's up, XRP Chiz? How you doing, bro? Bullish content. Hey, let me check. Give me some more. I'm about to do UMA. If y'all have me to analyze something else, I'm going through these pretty quick today because most of the market looks the same right now. So if y'all could give me some more, because I'm going through these pretty quickly today. This slicing through these charts like butter today. Whoa, let's see. Dang, I only got one candle to play with, y'all. Look at that. I only got one candle to play with. So let me go to like the 1 hour chart to see what I can't even look at that. 15 minute? Nope, can't even do that. All right, well, you know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna try to analyze this anyway. Challenge accepted. All right, so we do have one thing going for this. We are at a support. We are in a TK zone. So this looks like one of those cryptos that will pump out of nowhere. It looks like a pump and dump type of crypto, just looking at the chart. Give me a moment. This is gonna be a tough one. Let me see. Right there. The only reason why it's a tough one to analyze, there's not really much data here for me to go off of. I'm just going off of, certain points that I see. So we do have this range or this zone between these two yellow lines. So this is a established level of support. We are in a TK zone. So, looking at this market should start making its way back to the upside. I'm going to have to check that 5-minute chart. 5 minutes. Let's see what's going on here. 5 minutes. I usually don't come down this far because 5 minutes is your suicidal mission when you're day trading. So looking here, it is trying to get its way to go bullish. So what I'll say here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have this one, if it comes down to here, that's cool. But I'm still going to hold this as a bullish move. At least, let me see. Because this crypto space is ridiculous. So let's go with when crypto jumps, I'm going to say a 10% jump. So that'll give us back to at least up here at $17. Let me see. Let me go a little bit higher. I'm gonna say 9%. So this, I'm gonna say this move here. Only reason why I'm even giving it that is because I know crypto likes to jump when it jumps. But right now, looking at this, it's holding itself as support here. We are in a bullish TK zone on the hour time frame. So looking at it, this market should, start pushing up to the upside. So I'm gonna say between 5 and 10% for this market to make its move to the upside. I'm not gonna go, super crazy with these numbers, but I'm gonna, say something that's, somewhat realistic, because crypto at least moves at least 10%, at least 5 to 10%. You don't even get that in the forex markets. That's why I stopped trading forex and jumped over to cryptos. I said if I could master these cryptos, man, this boy, this money be stupid over here. Shoot, y'all got me playing. I don't know if any of y'all day trade, but if y'all ever day traded forex, if y'all day trade forex markets compared to the crypto markets, man, it's a whole different level. It is way different from cryptos. Is on a whole different ball game. Day trading this forex is kind of slower. It's not as fast paced, so you could like monitor your profits easily. But crypto, man, you get like a 10%, 5% move in like a day, and you're just like, whoa, yeah, wait a minute. So forex, you don't really get that too much. But let's see. So that's what I see for UMA. I'm done with y'all's requests. Y'all gave me 5 to request so far. Y'all haven't given me nothing else to request right now. So if you want to request anything, feel free to drop that request in the chat box, and I will, analyze it. Don't be scared. Let's see. Let's go to that daily real quick. Let me go back to XRP since no one's gonna give me anything to request. I need to check out what's going on with XRP, because I'm trying to find a day trading position or a position to get in on right now. Yeah, all right, so let's go back to the 15-minute chart. So XRP is holding here, so that's a good sign. I do think it's still got to come up at least, up to here. So let's see. We are getting a bounce off the Kijun right now. We're trying to go back up. Only thing that sucks right here is the Chiku span stuck in all this trash. It's stuck in all this clutter and this turbulence right here. So, I'm just going to wait for that. Not really much to go for based off that. I'm actually have to take this off. All right. There we go. All right, so here, looking at this market, let's go ahead and do this. Zooming out. So this looks a lot better now. Oh my goodness. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. Bam, bam. Get rid of this one too. All right, so once again, once we break this green line, definitely take that up to here. It's still trying to make it establish some support right here in this current market. I still have this going up at least another 2%. So we'll see that 24 range probably tomorrow. Maybe it might be faster. Who knows? I don't like how this is dipping below here, so that's a negative in my book. But here's one thing I'm looking at. Let me see if the hour chart changed. So the hour chart did change because this was actually closer up to here. So, that being said, I do like, how it's going up together, but we need to establish, this level right here first. And I'm going to show y'all what I mean by that. Because the market is all about zones. Actually, it's better to find it on the 15-minute chart than the hour. But market is all about zones, and this is why I don't just make blind guesses in the market. You can't really do that. Sometimes you get lucky, and then you think you're like a good trader, and then everybody thinks you're good, and then you lose one. Then you're like, what happened? But this is what happens for most. Why most people lose trades. They don't see the invisible levels in the market. There's invisible levels called zones, and you see how price reacts to these levels here. It's not necessarily that they're invisible. It's like people don't pay attention to these levels. But if you look here, how price responds on this red line or this red level within this bubble, you see that it respects this zone pretty well. So, like I said, looking at this, the market is trying to hold itself up in this area. So once we, manage to get above this zone, I'll start looking to go bullish again. So actually, let me change my tune about right in here. Right there. So let me check the Hakanashi candles because I could get something totally different. So Hakanashi candles, if y'all understand how to read them, the Hakanashi candles average out the momentum of the market, which is why you see the momentum is bearish here, and then you see the momentum is bullish here. So right now it's saying the momentum of the bearish market is starting to fade a little bit, but this current candle on the 15-minute time frame is showing us that buyers may want to, sellers may want to start entering in again right in here. So that it is saying that the average of the momentum is angling to the downside as far as these candles. Well, that's what they're saying, which is why a lot of people use Hakanashi candles to begin with. It averages out the market and it smooths out the market so you don't jump into a trade blindly. But either way is fine, depends on what you're looking for. Oh yeah, that's definitely a bearish candle now. So this is actually now showing a strong selling position now that we're looking at it. This is why I flip back and forth between candles, because you don't get the same information as you do on one candle versus another. So this is actually saying a sell position. So if anything, I'm actually going to short this now. And I actually might tell my students to short this as well. Send out a message. If my students are watching this, this is actually a good time to short, take a short position. Probably wait until that 12-hour, till that this candle closes. But right now it looks pretty juicy for a short position. And also looking here, signal just crossed, and yeah, this is actually good for a short right now. Let me see that 15-minute, the hour time frame again. Hour time frame still looking pretty good. So for this one, I would definitely put a short position right here, according to the 15-minute chart. If you want to wait, you can, but market is looking for a sell to the downside currently. It's crazy how fast information changes, because just like barely 30 minutes ago, I was looking for a buying opportunity because of this level, just because of what the market was showing. Now you see that we have some bearish momentum starting to come in. So we actually might definitely need a short here at this zone. So that's what I have for XRP now. It's funny how the market changes so quick. You said, let's see, ADA. So Cardano, I'll take a look at Cardano. Let me write that one down. Anybody else got another one that y'all want me to analyze? I got Cardano from Miguel. Okay, I'll look at Algo too. So Algo, let me see. Do Bitcoin since 9 out of 10. You talk about the alts think. Okay, so yeah, it's crazy because I don't ever mention Bitcoin on here really, because nobody ever requests Bitcoin on my channel. So it's like, well, I'll start off with Algo and then I'll work my way. And actually, I'll start off with Cardano. So that was the first one I saw, and then I'll work my way to Bitcoin in a second. So let's see what is going on here. What is going on here? I don't even remember doing analysis for this. Well, I don't even know what I said here. Let me zoom out. Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, that's right. That makes a lot more sense now. So looking at the weekly. So I said here what would happen. We got this W-like formation. You could also call it a cipher pattern. And if you want, not really, but you can. So this is what I was saying at this circle here, because I remember now. We had a Kijun right here. The Kijun is flat right here. So you see how, if I zoom in, Yeah, Kijun's starting to angle up now, but it was flat at this point. So once this weekly candle closes, I will probably look for next week to start buying. So we got 4 days for this candle to close, really, but that's a little too late for my taste. But I have this market at least, coming back up to this range, into that 28-cent range. Let me go ahead and take that off the monthly. So that's what I see here, but we can't get that just yet. We need to go break this down even more. So let me go ahead and do this. So right now, let me go ahead. Price is holding that Kijun level. Do this. Yeah, price is holding that Kijun level on the weekly. You see, this is the weekly Kijun between these two blue lines, or this blue box. Kijun is flat on the daily time frame, so that's a good sign for price to potentially, pull up higher. We are showing some signs that momentum is slowing down for the bears with the Hakanashi candles. If we put it on regular candlesticks, we are seeing the bulls want to enter in because we got a bullish hammer right here, but that's not enough right now. We do have that bullish hammer, as y'all see, but that's not enough for the market to, explode up or do anything special just yet. Let's go to the 4-hour, get some more info. Market's starting to get back into equilibrium, and you see here we hit off 4 targets from the last time. So yeah, this was the N wave and it completed. It actually hit the E level, so that's actually a good sign that the market's going to reverse now that I'm looking at it. Market's just ranging between the, let's see, what level is this? Okay, I can't do that. So yeah, market's just ranging between here, which is at 8 cents and, let's see, 9 cents and a half. So price is just ranging, nothing too new with the crypto space as far as ranging markets. I'm actually going to take this one off now. But market is starting to get back into equilibrium. You see how the blue line and the red line, their Kijun and Artinkinson, were far apart. They're like, their relationships like Harley Quinn and Joker. So always think of these lines when they're far apart, they're fighting, but when they get closer together, they're starting to be nicer to each other. So right here we see that the market's trying to get back into equilibrium. It actually is pretty much in equilibrium. Once they cross each other, that's when the relationship goes good. And that's when we could probably start looking for bullish momentum. You see the cloud is starting to roll over. So right here, if you start to see that, that's also a good sign for price to start making its way to the upside. Looking here on the 1-hour chart, it is bearish, but overall, we still need to break this high here or this low here. Looking at this long term and looking at it with sound judgment, I think eventually once we get back up into this blue range, once the market's back into fully equilibrium according to the 4-hour chart, I'm expecting the price to start making its way back up to at least the 10-cent level and possibly come back down to test it and then start making its way back up. So this is going to be my long-term move. Right there, come back here to this cloud level, test that resistance, then come back down, test this level as a support, make sure it holds as support, and then make an N wave to the upside. But we also have to get past this flat level too, because it's also going to play a level of resistance. So that's what I see here on Cardano. This is going to be a more long-term move, so I'm actually going to make this only visible on the 4-hour chart. I'm trying to see ahead, trying to put scenarios in my head for the long term as far as a bullish move. A bearish move, I don't have a bearish move yet. I don't see anything bearish about this just yet. Let me go ahead. There we go. So there we go, right there. Actually want to make this just on the 4-hour. But yeah, this market is looking, pretty decent on Cardano. So actually, it's not a bad one to, hold right now. Let me take a peek. Let's see. Let me take a peek at Algo. I'm going to take a peek at Algo, and then I'm going to take a peek at Bitcoin, and then I'm going to call it a night. But, you know, so far the market's not, some of these coins aren't looking too bad. Some of these coins are trying to make a statement at these support levels. So if we could hold support, it's going to also hold, you know, be about Bitcoin too, because earlier, if I'm not mistaken, Bitcoin was at 9,000 earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it was not 9,000 flat, but lower. But see here, it is trying to hold here as support. Looking at it here on at Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart, I'm still gonna be bullish on Bitcoin, even though I'm not a fan of the project. I'm gonna have it coming back up to 10K after it, because right now it already established itself at this support level. As you can see, it held pretty strongly, and honestly, really, I could move this yellow line up to here, because if you look at it, it never closed beneath this level. It had a wick, but the body of the actual, you know, the body never closed beneath this level at 9,978. So I'm still expecting the market to move higher here. Market's getting back into equilibrium. The only thing that I don't like is that the cloud is not really rolling over too much. It's just slowly, you know, moving down. But right now, I'm still going to be bullish, probably to test up here one more time. And if we fail to test, you know, fail to break here, then, you know, expect the market to dump again. And if it dumps again, it's not going to dump too far. That 9,600 level will be the next level to look for the market to drop to. Well, that will be about, if it drops from here, that'll be only an 8% drop. But that's about 890 points there. So that's a lot of points, actually, if you look at it. Like 890 points in a crypto market is a lot. Let's see. Let me zoom out. But yeah, once the market fully gets into equilibrium, then I'll say, you know, the next move. I still have it going bullish. Let's go. Actually, let me check the RCI too. RCI, what's the RCI saying? RCI is very bearish, so that's not good. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart, it's very bearish. The only thing here that I don't, you know, that I'm not liking, let me move that. All right, here we go. The only thing that I'm not liking here is, yeah, actually let me do this. It's actually changing. Once this red line crosses above the, yeah, this actually got to go down. Yeah, this is going down. So that I'm changing my tune on Bitcoin. I'm actually seeing the market go down now that I'm looking at the lower time frame. So tomorrow, expect a red market. Expect the at least the top coins to be red tomorrow morning. I'm looking at Bitcoin now. This market looks like it's about to drop again. We're dropping right now from what it looks like. You see that we have a bearish engulfing candle. So this market actually might drop to 9,600 by tomorrow if it continues this momentum and breaks underneath this red zone. So I'm actually having this market to drop here. So we will see in the morning, but I'm anticipating a red market tomorrow and probably a red market right now. So let me see. Yeah, this market's about to turn red. Yeah, the market's already starting to turn red. XRP is dropping like I thought. Bitcoin is dropping right now, so that's definitely going to bring everything down. Let me check out on XRP really fast. Yep, it's dropping all right. You see that? Dropping down. So, yeah, that makes absolute sense. So, if you are my student, sell right now on XRP in Bitcoin. Just make sure you use good risk management. Do not be stupid with your leverage or your oh my goodness, I can't even think of the word. With your risk management and your lot size. All right. So that's what I see here. Let's see. I appreciate that, Edgar. I just saw that, man. God bless you, bro. And have a great night yourself. And if anybody needs prayers, just say me or drop it in the comment section. I usually pray for people after my, if not after my live stream, but before I go to sleep, I usually pray. And then, but yeah, if you need prayers for anything, just drop your prayer request or your name down in the chat, live chat, and I'll be praying for you guys as well. I usually do this on Twitter because it's easier to keep up with, just because of the names on the live stream. I can't keep up with, different names. I just say, hey, Lord, or, unusual suspect or such and such, just as an example. So, yeah. I have this market dropping right now. So, yeah, that's what this market is going to do. Let's see. Anything else as far as, let's see. So I did all the requests tonight. So you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed these technical analysis on these charts tonight. Expect the market to be red tomorrow. I'm not sure how long the market's going to be red, but expect the market to be red for quite a bit. If we do manage to surprisingly hold ourselves here, that'll be amazing. But the market's not showing that. The market's showing some weakness right now. So I will definitely keep y'all posted. I don't know if I'm gonna do a live stream tomorrow. I'm probably going to make a recording. I got some stuff that I have to work on tomorrow for sure. But if I do manage to do a live stream, I'll let you guys know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. And you said pray for our government to make the right decision for a great American future. Yeah, the government's crazy right now. Looking at how everything's going, man, I hope everybody, votes this year. Or if you don't vote, well, you don't have to vote. It's your right. But just know that, America's in an interesting position right now. But once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. God bless you guys. I will be praying for you guys. I always pray for my subscribers. I always pray for people that watch this live stream. I'll see you guys in the next one. So I'll let you guys know. God bless you guys. Peace and take it easy. All right. Take care.